examining whether to get rid of the gross receipts.
Okay. Can you say how many new businesses would have started in the last 2 years from 2010 to 2012 if the council had not enacted this?
No, that cannot be determined.
Okay. Can you determine whether the city has gained or lost revenues as a result of this?
No, that cannot be determined.
Okay. Is this tax incentive targeted in any way towards specific industries that generate more or less other kinds of tax revenues?
No, this is a rather broad measure, which is why our office would support a temporary implementation. With anything permanent, we would expect it be targeted.
Okay. So this particular measure, in my view, is the wrong way to go. And the reason is that businesses that have been here working hard, the kinds of small businesses that Mr. Englander described that form the backbone of our economy, businesses that have been working hard for 20 years in this city, now see new businesses with a tax waiver coming in and setting up next to them and competing against them. First of all, that's not fair. Second, it hurts our existing business base. Third, we don't know whether this is generating a single penny in new tax revenues or creating a single new job, because there's been no analysis that's been done that's demonstrated whether or not any of these 11,000 businesses would have started here with or without this tax incentive. Not a single bit of analysis. So to extend this now, I think we're really buying a pig in a poke. We're giving up $30 million in revenues without any indication that this has gained a single penny in revenues. In fact, we may have lost, without a single indication that it's created a new job, and without a bit of targeting towards the kinds of industries that we believe will be most impacted in their siting decisions by this kind of an incentive. If we grant a 3-year tax holiday to a business for whom business taxes are an essential factor in making a siting decision, then that business is probably likely to go to a place, as Mr. Englander said, where there's no gross receipts tax. They're going to make their siting decision based on getting a forever tax. It is roughly projected that less than 20% of firms claiming the NBE fall within categories that have a clear nexus with sales or other use tax revenues. For example, restaurants, retail sales, gasoline stations that produce a lot of sales tax. The remaining 80% fall into service categories. For example, legal services, property management, physician offices, and so on. And those are not the kinds of industries that produce a lot of sales tax revenues. You could say, well, they create jobs, but if they're coming from other places in Southern California, again, there's not a bit of evidence that they're creating any new jobs, or that current Angelinos might be working for those same businesses where they're currently located in other cities.